Here's what happened this week in North Carolina politics. Still no state budget at a rally, and still no one's really working on it. But who cares, right? Most people have no idea how the state budget actually affects their lives. So when they hear that lawmakers can't agree on one, it sounds really abstract and theoretical. And the reason is because the effects of not having a state budget are very indirect, and they can be easily disguised in ways you wouldn't expect. A perfect example is your local school. All across North Carolina, kids are going back to school in the next week or two, but their school districts don't even know what their budget this year is because the legislature, you guessed it, has not appropriated the money. Don't forget, here in North Carolina, 60% of the operating budget of every local public school in the entire state is paid for by the state. A lot of people think that it's paid for locally by their property taxes, but that's not true. That only pays for about 20% of your local school's budget. So without a state budget, schools across North Carolina don't know what 60% of their budget is going to be this year, which means they don't know how many teachers and staff they can afford to hire. They have to put off major projects or construction and a million different other things, which is really difficult when you're starting a whole new school year like we are right now. These guys can't pass a budget for your school, but when Duke Energy says jump, they ask how high. Across western North Carolina, towns and counties and private organizations have been waiting for months for Helene recovery funding to be released by the federal government. As of last week, FEMA had approved, but not released, $281 million in Helene recovery funding. But this week, after months of begging by Governor Josh Stein, FEMA finally released a fraction of that money. They released $83 million of the $281, or about 29%, which is great, but it still leaves 71% of Western North Carolina's recovery needs still pending by the federal government. This whole situation is really bizarre because this is all money for projects that FEMA has already approved. It's sitting in a bank account somewhere in D.C. The Trump administration just won't release the funds, and they won't give any reason why. We learned this week that all state employees and retirees are about to face much higher health insurance premiums when they enroll this fall. Their premiums are going up between 50 and 300%. Ouch! North Carolina State Health Plan is a big deal. It covers everyone from teachers and police officers to first responders, state hospital staff, everyone in between, as well as all of their retirees. It's almost 1 million people. And that plan is currently facing a $500 million budget shortfall for two big reasons. First, it was very badly managed under the former state treasurer, and also the leaders of our legislature just refused to fund it at all. So the plan is forced to either cut benefits or massively increase premiums, and they're sort of choosing both. Hey, if you're along the coast or the Outer Banks, stay safe out there. It might be a good time to go visit the cousins in the mountains. Check out these guys. I recommend the bacon, egg, and cheese. Stay cool out there and have a great weekend.